Press record, yes. All right, welcome everyone, all community members. This is an Excom meeting. The date is Sunday, September 12th, 2021. It is approximately 6 p.m. I'm Sarah Clendenning, President of Lincoln Heights Neighborhood Council. I'm joined by Fernanda Sanchez, Secretary, Vincent Montalvo, Treasurer, and Ben Wadsworth, Vice President. Secretary Sanchez, could you please do roll call?
I will now do roll call. Sarah Clendenning. Ben Wadsworth.
Present.
Fernanda Sanchez here. Vincent.
Present.
That concludes roll call.
All right, I didn't technically call meeting to order, but I guess I did, right?
Yeah. Once
Okay.
you started it, it's called to order.
Okay. Can't hit my gavel. Wah. All right, so we've already done item number 1 and 2. So we'll go to item 3, non-agenda public comments. If there's anybody from the public who would like to comment, you have 2 minutes. Please press *9 or raise your little hands.
We have no public.
Okay, no public comments. Community and board announcements, item number 4. Is there anybody from the community who has a community announcement? Please raise your hand or press *9.
We have no one in the public.
Okay, any board members have any announcements?
I don't have any.
No.
I don't either. Ben, no? All right. So we'll move on to item 5. So this is the Excom agenda. Executive committee discussion / setting of agenda for a general board meeting on Thursday, September 16th, 2021, 6 to 9 p.m. So that is this Thursday. So the agenda goes something like this. Oh, wait, Vince, if I want to change anything on here, do I motion to do it in the beginning?
I would go through the whole thing first, just read this item by line, and then we can, it's all a one vote, and then come back and we'll amend what needs to be amended.
Okay, right on. Okay, so we'll start with community announcements. And then funding agenda items. Item A, discussion and possible motion to approve August 2021 MER monthly expenditure report. So we just have one, right, Vince?
Just one, yeah.
All right, so and then new agenda items. A announcement of 4 open LHNC positions as of September 16th, it should say, I guess, 2021. Business rep, community-based org rep, area 4 resident rep, and area 7 resident rep. And also we will be voting on any submissions as well. Should I change that?
I would add in, well, on the amendment to that, anybody that has submitted an application, if we're going to be taking one on, and someone has applied for a seat, right?
Yeah.
We'd have to add on to the agenda the person and the seat, or we can call them up at the time since you already have it written here. I was just reading the agenda.
I was just thinking about last time, like we didn't really have like we say like, are there any applicants? And then you vote, but we'll amend that. Okay, so B, discussion and possible action on the creation of an LHNC phone message hotline. C, discussion and possible action on appointment of Gov't Liaison Committee co-chair. D, discussion and possible action on the creation of a Sustainability Ad Hoc Committee. I don't know if that's something that involves a bylaw change. But we'll talk about that later. E, discussion and possible action on appointment of board member to pick up the 2021 NC elections records from the Office of the City Clerk after October 1st, 2021. F, discussion and possible action on letter to CD1, LADBS, City Attorney, City Planning, City Council, and LAPD Hollenbeck regarding the 2730 Sierra Street, Happy Valley, hillside defacement and destruction / illegal grading and attack on a community member with a weaponized backhoe. Presentation by community members. G, discussion and possible action on letter to Hilda Solis regarding Paradise Hill land auction at 2929 Amethyst Street. Update and presentation by CD1 and community org Nila Soul. H, community update on Avenue. Oh wait, I don't know if this is on this agenda. I don't think sorry. I have the wrong one. Okay, so H would be, sorry, I have two agendas here. Am I going with the right agenda here, Vince?
Yeah, it looks so far till you hit the H.
Yeah, the H, I had anything. Okay, so H would be,
Let me put it up on the screen for you.
okay, because I added Avenue 34 to this one for some reason. I think this is like another draft that I'm reading.
The
Okay.
H we have is discussion and possible action on the letter to CD1.
Okay, I see. Yeah. Okay, so I just added one. Okay, so just H, discussion and possible action on letter to CD1, City Council and Department of Rec and Parks regarding the reinstatement of playground equipment at East LA, ELA Park that was removed without community consent. Presentation by community members. I, presentation by Wallace Memorias, the nonprofit that created the AIDS monument in Lincoln Park regarding renovations and plan for reopening in October 2021. J, discussion and possible action on letter to HCID and city attorney regarding 3000 North Main Street, The Brine. Letter written on behalf of the tenants at a rent-controlled apartment building at 1818 to 1820 North Johnson Street that The Brine seeks to demolish for their project. Tenants asked us for support as they're unaware of the developer's plans and are at risk of displacement and illegal eviction. Presentation by tenants of 1818 to 1820 North Johnson. K, discussion and possible action on letter and community impact statement opposing Council File 210970 Martinez O'Farrell. Special motion 1, prohibition of protesting, 300 feet of target home ordinance, ban on protesting within 300 feet of an LA City Council member's home. L, discussion and possible action on letter and community impact statement regarding CF 210576 El Pueblo de Los Angeles Historic Monument, 1871 Anti-Chinese Massacre / Memorial. The 1871 Anti-Chinese Massacre and the violent murder of 19 innocent lives continues to serve as a painful reminder of the history of racially motivated hate crimes and the unjust targeting of Asian Americans. This is a proposal for a monument in El Pueblo, Chinatown area. And then we would go to non-agenda public comments again. I want to give the most public comment time.
Okay.
And then, I want to do an attendance update as well. And then we would adjourn. So we do have some amendments. Sorry, yeah, the amendments would be running down here. Okay, so Ben, with item D, on action on the creation of a Sustainability Ad Hoc Committee, that's something that would have to be done in the bylaws, correct? There would have to be a change and then an addition, like. Sorry.
No, you can create an ad hoc committee.
We can? Okay, cool.
It doesn't require a bylaw modification.
Perfect. Okay, so we'll keep D. And okay, and so with item A, Vince, with the I'm skipping around, but item A, so there are applicants that are going to be reviewed and we'll be voting. So would I amend it to say announcement and possible action on electing?
Well, yeah, there would be it should be a different motion on there.
Okay.
I would amend to add another one that would put a motion to approve applicant for whatever area they're coming in as business rep.
A CBO, but actually they can apply up until the date of the actual election. So, or of the actual meeting. So like.
Yeah, that's why I wouldn't put no names on it. I would just say applicants.
All applications received.
Specifically for the community base, since we already have a verified community base application.
Mm-hmm.
But if anybody wanted to, I think when you make the first announcement on A, we can say, is there anybody that has an application?
Okay.
Wanting to put. The only thing what would happen is it would trigger it for the next meeting. We couldn't take it on at that one. But if it's specifically, like if we make another item, it would be approval of applicant for community business rep, applications of community business rep organization. And that would be anybody that came that day or that you received one prior would trigger that to come on so that it could be discussed that there is an applicant. the applicant will be named the day of it because they will have to make their presentation, you know?
Well, I mean, we could, any application received would have to be voted on, so it's like all of the, it wouldn't just say CBO. So I'll just add a new item, item B, right? We're gonna shift the numbers a little.
Yeah,
Okay, so, motion to approve all applications received for
exactly.
open positions. Okay, so, cool. And then I'm gonna scroll down here. We're going to, we have to omit the item for the, can you go down to the next page? Okay, stop. Okay, so, I think for item I, it should be omitted because it's not an action item. It's something that they could just present at the beginning, right?
Yes,
Public announcements. Okay, so I is omitted. And then I think J, we need more time on that one, so I want to table that item or just hold off on it.
okay, so I and J,
Yeah, I and J. And everything's the same besides those.
so the motion would be, our first motion or amendment to the agenda would be to add item B, which would be, let me see, approval of applications for business rep, community representation, area 4 reps, area 7 rep, right?
Mhm.
And then that's going to be added on. And then we are going to be moving or removing presentation by Wall de las Memorias. And actually, it could stay on as an agenda item because it's a presentation and you noted that it's only a presentation. The question is, where do you want to put them at? You want to keep them there or?
I mean, I haven't really we haven't really said on, I haven't, I don't know if they're gonna present, but they did have an announcement to make about October. So,
So let's strike them, like you said, out and let them make the announcement on public announcements.
okay. And they have 2 minutes.
Okay, so we're removing completely item I, and then we're continuing item J.
To another meeting, yeah.
Okay. So that would be the motion. The motion is to approve the agenda with adding item B, which is the approval of the applications for the business rep, community-based organization rep, area 4 resident rep, and area 7 resident rep. It's also to remove item I from the agenda and to continue item J. Is there a second?
Second.
All right.
Okay.
Do we have to vote?
Board discussion and then
Oh, yeah, right.
public comment.
Board discussion. I mean, the items on here, a lot of them were submitted by the community. I think that's important. The playground equipment one in particular. Item H. I know that the last board, previous years, I found, while looking through the minutes, that there was talk or action happening to turn it into a dog park. And yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, I really like this agenda. I think that we're starting, or this agenda is more of a, I guess, in the model of a platform for the community versus how we've done the other agendas. So I think it's awesome that we're having this. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Bernie. Yeah, we still have to do some work organizing, getting the
sure.
presenters coming, like for instance, CD1. I would hope to get them out for item G so they could talk about Paradise Hill, just to address the community, right? Yeah.
Whip, whip, whip.
All right. Any
No, and then the only thing I had, like, for Sustainability Ad Hoc Committee was that one being created specifically just for the sustainability?
well, we don't really have like an environmental ad hoc committee. Environmental was supposed to be like land justice, right? We had that sort of under planning and land use.
Mhm.
But then there's been a sort of interest in just having a committee just specifically for instance, like the hillsides and stuff. We're experiencing a lot of this sort of activity happening. That's kind of beyond the power of pluck, or,
Or the scope of
the scope, yeah, the capabilities. If we're dealing with like land use and just sort of like city planning stuff, and then there's more community organized stuff happening with the land justice, it should be its own committee.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't see any more board members.
all right.
I don't know if Ben has something to say. I know Fernando already said something.
Oh, and then the bylaws, I don't know if I'm saying something that I shouldn't, but the bylaws committee meeting, or committee, the window to change the bylaws is now, I think.
Yes.
Well, the first one to change is, it'd be some of our standing rules. And then we can make some modifications to the bylaws, but standing rules only take a majority vote,
Mhm.
whereas bylaws require supermajority.
Okay, so maybe for now, we'll just do standing rules and then we'll focus on a big bylaws renovation.
Right.
Okay, cool. All right, so any other board member comments?
I don't have any.
All right, any community comments, community members?
I don't see any.
All right, so with that, we'll take it for a vote. Motion, do we have a motion?
Yeah, the motion is to approve the agenda for our general board meeting for Thursday, September the 16th, with the addition of an item B, approval of applications for business rep, community-based organization, Area 4 representation, and Area 7 rep, with the removal of item I and continuing J.
Okay, second.
Okay. We'll take it for a vote now.
Aye.
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 All right. Ayes have it. 4 ayes. 4 ayes. All right. And then I guess motion to adjourn.
I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Third.
Everyone's just like, let's go. All right. Well, thanks everyone for being here, because it is Sunday, and I know Sundays are important rest days. It's the next day to Monday.
Yeah. All right. Bye, you guys.
See y'all.
See ya.
Okay.